What's going on, boys? Before I jump into this, I'm just going to let you know that our Miami Boot Camp program is selling out fast. We're going to be ascending upon Miami Beach, Florida on Valentine's Day weekend. You are not going to want to miss this. We ran a boot camp there. We had 5 students a few weeks ago. And then last week, we actually ran our Evolution Daily Secret Mastermind Summit there, where we had about 35 to 40 guys just going ham, running night game, running day game. It's really one of the few places in the country where you're still allowed to be a human being and talk to women and party. And right now, more than ever, men need to get back out into the world. We've all been on lockdown. We've all just had everything fucking shoved down. We've been beaten down for months. It's time to get shit going again. So sign up. You can comment down below, coach, and I will DM you some information. I'll send you my email, something like that, and we'll talk more about the program. I can give you all the details. But look, here's the deal. I recently, if you listen to the podcast at all, I talked about how I recently really went through a dark night of the soul. And it really all stemmed from a really rough situation I had with a girl, but then after that rough situation, I then actually started going really deep into my psyche. And for the first time in my life, instead of getting over a girl by just fucking a bunch of other ones and really being in avoidance of my deep inner issues and shit like that, I actually decided to go into it and go as deep as I've ever gone into my soul. And it was painful. It was really fucking hard. And I feel like I'm rising from the ashes as a brand new person. I feel like I'm not the same. I feel like I'm a completely different human being than I was even 1 month ago as of right now. And it's really insane. But one of the big epiphanies that I've had, and I'm totally out of it. I feel so fucking good. I'm out of the weeds. I'm rising from the ashes. And one of the big epiphanies that I had that I have to share with you guys right now is that the universe responds to action. We can think our way out of the bag. We can try to think. We can try to educate. We can try to watch videos, or we can try to really figure out what it is that's going on. But ultimately, at the end of the day, right now, if you're feeling terrible, think about how you're feeling right now. Maybe you're mad that you don't have any women in your life. Maybe you're lonely. Maybe you're just lacking connection in your life. Well, sitting right here with me on camera now, I want you to think your way out of it. Think your way out of feeling bad and fix your whole life problems. It's not working. It's not working. You can't think your way out of shit. You must act. So a lot of the times, and I was dealing with this near the beginning of the dark phase I was in, is we don't do the things that we know make us feel good. So for example, for me, I like watching motivational videos. I watch a lot of David Goggins and Jocko Willink and these really motivational, Gary Vee, Grant Cardone. I like to watch a lot of these videos. Well, what happens, and that's throughout my day-to-day life, but then what happens is when you start feeling really down and dark, there's a part of you that actually doesn't even want to get out of it. You actually almost start self-punishing and not doing the things that make you feel good. And on the same hand, you actually end up doing things that make you feel bad. Maybe it's drinking more alcohol, drugs, jerking off all the time, all of these ways to try to cope. So one of the big keys when you are down about anything in your life is not from an emotional perspective, but acting from a logical perspective. So you might be depressed, you might be really down about shit, but you have to say to yourself, even though I don't feel like doing things, even though I don't feel like taking action, I have to, from a logical perspective, look at when life is good, what do I do? What makes me feel good? When I'm really on my grind, what makes me feel good? And you have to go against every cell of your body that tells you not to do that shit. And you have to logically step into action. So for a lot of guys, it's working out. That's a very common one. For a lot of guys, it's talking to women. You feel good when you go out into the world and you connect with women. We are only one half of the pie. We are the masculine, and the masculine integrates with the feminine in order to become whole. This is a major part of why sex actually feels so good. Why do you think that you enjoy sex so much more than you enjoy jerking off? Well, what's the difference? It's because you only have one half of the pie when you jerk off and you come, but when you actually fuck a girl and you symbioses, you combine with the feminine, then you become the whole nature of the universe all in one, and you come, and it feels amazing because you came as part of the universe. You are God coming when you're fucking a girl. That's why it feels so much better. Going out talking to women, connecting with them, even outside of sex, just having good conversation with them, it feels good. And so what we do is we go dark, we get depressed, we stop working out, we stop eating healthy, we stop going out and talking to women and connecting with the feminine, and all of this actually sends us even darker, sends us into an even darker place. So in your life, you're going to sit there and try to think and rationalize and get out of a situation. How can I really do the deep inner work to get out of the situation? The deep inner work is important, but again, that's only half the pie. The other half of the pie here is the action, and the universe responds to action. If you're going broke right now, if you have no money right now, and you sit there and you just think, oh, what can I do to bring more money into my life? You can't. You can't. You can strategize, but then action is what's next. And action is what brings you more money. Action is what brings you more women. Action is what brings you happiness, fulfillment. It's what makes your body and brain feel better. So please, for the love of God, stop avoiding action by watching even this video. Stop avoiding action by fapping. Stop avoiding action by reading a good book that you think is really enhancing your life. Tell me all the cliff notes of a book you read 6 months ago. You don't know. All you know is the emotion that it gave you at that time. You remember that the book is profound. You can barely even quote some of your favorite books of all time. The action of reading that book at that time is what you were actually gaining, and it was putting you into a positive mental state. So listen to me. Above all else, no matter how you're feeling, go against dark emotions, go against negativity, go against pessimism, step into optimism, and step into action. Take more action in your life because that's where it is. The internal deep growth, it's going to happen alongside action. So people actually try to do just action. I've seen this a lot. I've seen guys over the years that they talk to a lot of girls. They take a lot of action. They're maybe in the gym all the time, whatever. But there's no actual real growth. You can't even see that much tangible results 5 years later. Well, why? Because they weren't doing the deep work. And then I've known guys that are just always doing the deep work. They're always just, I'm really focused on inner game right now. And again, no real tangible results. These two walk hand in hand. These are the two sides of the pie, the deep inner work and the action. But the universe doesn't really care about the deep inner work. The universe doesn't care. The girls at the bar right now, the girls walking down the street right now, they don't give a fuck that you're sitting at home meditating, listening to Eckhart Tolle. They don't care. They respond when you're meditating, listening to Eckhart Tolle, and now you're approaching them taking action. So take more action. And again, guys, Miami Boot Camp, comment down below, coach, and I will send you an email or a DM or something like that. This is probably going to go up on Facebook and YouTube. So we'll be in contact. Valentine's Day weekend, there's nothing more powerful for getting out of a slump, for getting out of your head, for taking action than taking one of my boot camp programs. It goes so much deeper than say this to the girl, say this to the girl. Guys come off of my programs, they feel so fucking incredible. It inspires them. It creates that first flicker of the flame of momentum. So I will see you guys in Miami. Comment down below. Coach, take more action. Get your fucking shit together. Thank you for tuning in.